Students, see the solution for the homeworks which I had given to you last time. This was the question number 1. F is equal to K, M, A, V, B, R, C. We have to find the value of A, B, C. So we'll be writing the dimension of left hand side and dimension of right hand side. Dimension of force is mass into acceleration, mlt minus 2. K is constant, so it has no dimension. Mass is m, power a, lt minus 1 power b, r is l power c. Now this one just copy, here just arrange, right? M is coming once only, you have to just copy it. Here A is coming here also and here also, you have to add their powers. L power is b and over here L power is c, so it becomes b plus c. T to the power is minus b. Now we'll be equating powers. A is equal to how much it is? Nothing, that is 1 is there. A is equal to 1. L power is b plus c, not here power of L is again 1. Here power of t is minus b, here power of t is minus 2. Just equate. This will give the answer b is equal to 2. This value b equal to 2 you put here and find the value of c. The value of c comes minus 1. And a is already coming 1. So all the values are known, a, b, c. So this is done. Question number 2. Frequency of stretch string depends on the factors already mentioned along with the symbols. It depends on the factor L, depends on the tension in the string T, and depends on the mass per unit length. It is not only the mass but rather mass per unit length. Be very careful about it. We are raising the power A, B, C, or you can raise the power X, Y, Z, or alpha, beta, gamma, whatever you wish, you can raise their powers. Frequency is 1 upon t, that is t to the power minus l. Frequency formula is 1 upon t, so this becomes t to the power minus 1. L dimension is L, raised power a. T means tension. T doesn't mean out here time, so remember it. The tension is a kind of force. The dimension of force you could write m l t minus 2. Power is b, so write the power b. This is m, not only m but mass per unit length. That is mass upon length. That's why the dimension becomes m l minus 1 and power is c. Here at t2 minus 1, keep the power of m's together. Power of m write once here, power of m out here is b and out here is c. It becomes b plus c. L power also we are putting together. That means L power out here is a, here it is b, and here it is minus c, so I'll write it minus c. And t to the power we have minus 2b. So now equating power same way. B plus c, there is no m coming here, so that means b m to the power we have 0 here. So b plus c is 0, a plus b minus c again 0 because there is no l here, and minus 2b is equal to minus 1, so b value comes out half. This value of b we are putting here, half plus c is equal to 0, therefore c is coming minus half. Again a plus a and b value to put here, we get the value of a keep as it is, plus b value is half, c value is minus half. Minus becomes plus half plus half becomes 1. This will go that side becomes minus 1. Now we know the value of all A, B, C. We are putting them back here in this equation. So F is equal to K, L to the power minus 1, the value of A. T means tension, power is B half. And M is mass per unit, power is minus half. And ultimately the formula becomes K. This will come down if K by L. Half means root. Minus half means again good, but in the denominator side, so I write like this. This is the solution for second homework. Now the third one, equation is already given here. We have to find the dimension of A, B. Though I did not mention C, but without C you cannot find the dimension of B. That means find the dimension for B also. So this is velocity. This is velocity. So this will also be velocity. This entire thing will also be representing velocity. That means we can write directly at is equal to v, therefore a will be v by t, lt minus 1 upon t becomes lt minus 2. This with time what can we add? We can add another time only. So c is a kind of time. Now this entire thing as a whole represents v. Therefore v value will become velocity into this part. Right? V velocity is lt minus 1. These two things same as t only. So time plus time again. Dimension will be time only. Write the dimension of any one of them. T to the power of 1, t to the power minus 1 becomes t to the power of 0. Then t doesn't come here. So b is equal to L. So this is the solution for question number 3. Okay, see the solution for question number 4. The question was given like this in the form of equation, and you have to find the dimension of AC and BD. Okay, first we are arranging it, right? Open bracket A and C keep together, cos bx sin dt, to write as it is. Now, since cos function, sin function, they are trigonometrical functions, they have got no dimension. That means their dimension is 1. That means this is 1. AC is equal to F. Therefore, F is equal to AC. Then AC is a kind of force. Force dimension is MLT minus 2. Then this is the dimension for AC. Done. Now, these two are angles. Bx is angle, dt also angles, and angles are also dimensionless. You get Bx is equal to 1, even dt is equal to 1. Therefore, b will be 1 by x, 1 by l, that is n minus 1. Reason I have already given. Same reason for this also. So, d will be equal to 1 upon t, that is t to the power minus 1. Multiply now bd. b and d dimension multiply. b dimension is n minus 1, and dimension of d is t minus 1. The dimension of bd is n minus 1, t minus 1. Okay. We have done the 3 uses of dimension. This is the 4th use of dimension, or 4th application of dimension method. What is that? To convert one system of unit to the other. For example, question will come like this: convert 1 Newton into dynes by dimension method. I think you know the value 1 Newton is 10 to the power 5 dynes. You have done in class 9, and even in class 10 you have done it. But the same thing we are doing by the method of dimension. For that we will do that is, let 1 Newton is equal to x dynes. Therefore, x will be 1 Newton by, this thing will come down, 1 Newton by 1 dyne. So, Newton is, what is the dimension of Newton? Newton is force. The dimension of force is mLT minus 2. Dyne also is a similar kind of thing, so same. But we are just writing the different subscript 1, 1, 1. First system and another system 2, 2, 2 like this. 2 different systems. One is NK system and the other one is CGS system. So now separate M1 and M2, keep together. L1 by L2 write together. T1 by T2 and power write as a whole over here as minus 2. Mass means 1 kg and this is 1 gram. Which is bigger? M1, L1, this one is bigger unit than this one. So 1 gram, 1 kg makes how many grams? 1000 grams. And M2 is 1 gram. The ratio will come 1000 upon 1. This is meter, this is centimeter. So 1 meter is 100 centimeter. And 1 centimeter keep as it is. Smaller one keep as it is, bigger one you break down. T1, T2, in both the system we got second, this also second. There is 1 and 1, same thing will come. 1 second, 1 second. Power is minus 2. Now 1000 into 100 will become 10 to the power of 5. 1 to the power of anything is 1. So we are leaving this also. Answer remains x to the power 10 to the power of 5. X is equal to. Therefore, this value we are putting back. Therefore, 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. This is the answer for this. Similarly, you can try this as homework. Convert 1 joule into ergs. Convert 1 kilogram per meter cube into gram per centimeter cube. And convert 1 kilowatt hour into joules. These 3 questions you can try at home. Now the last part of this chapter is what are the limitations of dimensional analysis. That is where the dimensional method fails. So it fails in under these 3 situations. First one is it is not applicable for trigonometrical, logarithmic, exponential functions because they are all dimensionless functions. So we cannot apply the method of dimension and derive a formula which involves this kind of functions, trigonometrical, logarithmic and exponential functions. It will fail over there. Second limitation is it cannot find the numerical value of k that is constant in any equation. So we found some expression, some formula we have already found. So there the k value we don't know. How much is the numerical value of k by this method? We have to apply some other method to find the value of k. So here also it is the drawback or it is the limitation of dimensional method. And the C1 is the third one. It cannot be used to find a formula or expression which involves more than 4 physical quantities. You can only find the formulas where at the most 4 quantities are involved. If the quantities involved in a formula is more than 4, we cannot apply the method of dimension and find a formula for it. You must have seen previously, like whatever equation or expression we found. So there, at the most, there were four unknowns. Then only we can apply the method of dimension. Otherwise, the dimension method fails. So this chapter syllabus is this much in class 11 level. This chapter is over.